one of the reasons that forced Moshoeshoe to make Lesotho a protectorate under Great Britain was because he feared the repeated attacks which the angry Boers were launching against him, because some of his people were attacking the Boer farmers and stealing their cattle.
Can we talk about people like David Livingstone and those that charted the interior of Africa, etc.? Because it seems, Fredo, without question, we're looking at an unbroken stream here, with one element of the takeover following another. So surely those quote heroes of Britain that charted the interior of Africa must have been involved in this war.
They were. In fact, I can say to you now that the man in whose home Livingstone stayed, named Reverend Moffat, was the one man who was grinding down King Khama's mind. He was the one man who used to send books and newspapers to Khama. They were living in the land of the Botswana, and they lived alone, a missionary and his wife. Reverend Moffat had a family of children at Uruma in the Northern Cape. And Reverend Moffat received Livingstone. Reverend Moffat, because he was viewed by the Botswana as a man of God, could do what he liked in the land of the Botswana. He carved himself a huge stretch of land. He planted any vegetables or fruit there that he chose. Early in his arrival, he found that area teeming with buffaloes, which is why it is called Kuruma. It's really corruption of the Botswana with Udumani, the gathering place of the buffalo. Moffat used to welcome explorers and hunters, many of whom traveled alone to South Africa. And these hunters and adventurers, people like Reverend Campbell and others, were going through South Africa, exploring. Some of them wrote books about the local customs and the local tribes that they encountered. And I think these explorers were much more than what we see.
So how is Christianity used? We talked about the fact that the beasts of the terrible blanket, the strange people that appeared before the Europeans, had introduced all the symbols and what have you that prepared people for Christianity. How was it used once the Christianity the Christian religion provided?
I will tell you, sir, from what I saw as a young man. The Christian religion, or rather the missionaries that were, behaved like haters. They ill-treated our people. They humiliated them. And they stole huge tracts of land from our people using the name of Jesus Christ. I want to give you this historical fact. If you go to Natal, near Durban, and you come to a place called Mary and Hill, near Durban, you will find one of the biggest and one of the oldest mission schools in South Africa. Mary and Hill sits on huge tracts of land. These tracts of land were stolen from the Zulu people by a missionary called Chimlet. And even to this day, the people of Mariatville can tell you that that man was not just a missionary, he was also a fool and a pitiless exploiter of the land. He was a monk, but he was much more than that. It was said that this children worshipped not God, not the Virgin Mary, but Satan.
So that's just like a black in the world of the And the other thing that must have happened, fundamental in so many ways, is that the original knowledge, the knowledge that you carry and people like you carry, must have been destroyed, pushed underground, and basically the true story of history lost.
Yes, sir. Let me tell you what the missionaries did. The missionaries used to employ the technique of teaching the so-called gospel to our people. And at the same time, they used to manipulate our people into parting with some of their holiest relics. There is in London a place that I saw near the London docks in an obscure street. It is a heavily guarded warehouse which belongs to the British Museum of Humankind. We were allowed to visit this place when I was in London in 1997. And there, in that warehouse, I saw cupboard after cupboard after cupboard filled with priceless African artifacts in ivory, in bronze, in various indigenous woods, and sometimes in iron and in gold. I saw royal bangles from dead kings, bangles made of brass and bronze, bangles which showed every sign that they had been removed by force from the arms of dead men and dead women. All these things, I was told, had been collected by Theophilus Chepstone and the London Missionary Society and were sent to this museum where no African is allowed to view them. I was lucky because I was accompanied by a white woman whose father, I suspect, was a Freemason. Now, let me tell you, sir, what the missionaries did also. The missionaries established hospitals in their mission station. Reverend Moffat had a hospital in that mission station. And when an African was brought there,